Hello, I'm Christopher Harvey and this is my first video response to an interview. I've been a IS professional for over 30 years. My current roles have been mostly to do with solution design, in particular integration, cloud, project management and software development. My success comes from a background of IT, in particular software development, leading teams, and being competent hands-on in most languages. The project management success comes from industry experience, an understanding of each level of business, their requirements, each functional area of a business, but also from the technical side, the development, networks, security, everything to do with an IS deploy. I've done numerous projects, in particular implementations for clinical, but also logistics, warehouse, enterprise assets, cloud integration. The success of this comes from a background of IT, an ability to communicate, written, verbal, and interpersonal. The level of communication is designed for the audience. My written documentation, I typically cover I'll give some examples as best. Sometimes I need to resort to a user design, a flow diagram, use case, things like that. And also any technical level of XML or schema. I typically do a front page diagram that can be a talk through for project meetings. A table of contents, I cover risks, costs, any XML or schema notes, tasks, project milestones. My design documents typically double as project management, and they are useful, I believe, for almost all audiences, but sometimes I have to do some specific to an audience, like for example a software developer. I prefer to work from your Adelaide office. I've lived in a lot of Australia and I've chosen Adelaide Hills to be my home. I've lived Tasmania, Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales. I seek to make a worthwhile contribution to the world, and ideally through clinical software. I like the feeling of a job well done. A clean handover, good documentation, good results, and people able to use the software, use the system intuitively and flexibly. Sometimes that balance is very hard to achieve, but that's the goal of IT development. I feel proud when I look back on my work, reviewing it as a third person, and think, wow, that is professional. I've performed well in all my roles and expect I would too for Gets Clinical. My question to you would be, are you willing to talk bluntly about any doubts that you have without fear of offending me or any kind of negative consequence? The goal being to overcome any misunderstanding. Good luck with your job applicants.